Hello, good morning and welcome to today's video, which is a little bit different from the stuff that I usually do, thankfully. Usually I do like vlogs and hauls and chats and all sorts of stuff, but I thought I would hop on and have like a really short little chat with you. Out of all my kind of social media channels, I think you lot knew Lucy the best, and I am really sad to say that this week Lucy passed away. She's very sad. So if you are new here, she was 13 and a half, Westie. She was gorgeous, and kind of every week or so I would do like a little update, and I think the last update we saw, she was on a white blanket, like asleep, just doing this big like toothy grin, which was very, very cute. So yeah, it has not been a great week, because if you watch my last video you will know that my daughter actually went away on a trip, and unfortunately Lucy passed away whilst she was on the trip, and I didn't want to tell anybody online until my daughter got back so I could tell her first. So yeah, what can I say? So over the past couple of kind of months, you may have seen that she's been having like nappies on. She's been back and forth to the vets. They thought it was like a UTI, and then it was just old age. Her hearing had been getting a bit worse, and also her vision had been getting a little bit worse as well. And we my daughter and I took her for a little walk in the woods, and the next day she went on her trip. So she did have like a little walk in the woods, and so Erin will have seen her like nice and happy, which really fills me with some joy that she didn't get to see her be really poorly. And then one day I came back from the school run, so I'm at home on my own with the dog most of the time, and came back from the school run and she wasn't herself. She had been shaking a bit, and as I say, she'd been back and forth to the vets, and they were like, no, you know, she's just, you know, her kidneys are fine, everything's fine. And she was shaking a bit, and kind of, we've got a fireplace full of pumpkins, and she kind of just walked into them, and she was just kind of like doddering about a bit in her little nappy. So I called up the vet, and whilst I was on the phone to the vet, she had some sort of fit or a stroke or something. So I literally was on the phone to book a vet's appointment. I was like, oh, you know, my dog, and I was like, oh my gosh. And they were like, okay, it's okay, just stroke her and calm her down. So I calmed her down, and then I wrapped her in a blanket, and then the vet was like, bring her in at 6, we'll see how she is. So we kind of spent the afternoon watching movies together on the couch, which was really nice. And every time I left the room she was like, you know, like, where are you going? So I was like, come back, and I was like, but don't worry. And like, and I was like changing her nappies and like wiping her bum and stuff like that. And then I did the school run, and I came back, and she was lying on the floor, kind of with like bile that had come out of her mouth, and she was shaking. And I phoned the vet up again, like really, really crying. Hopefully vets are used to such behaviour, because I was like sobbing. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Obviously Ethan was there, and I sent him upstairs. Like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And they were like, you know, bring her in. And then we kind of went into the garden, and Stephen came back from work. We went in the garden and we gave her like cuddles. Sorry, yeah, so we like gave her cuddles and like said goodbye, and the boys, like, you know, she actually mustered, she was always one for the boys, she actually mustered some sort of like energy to like roll on her back so we could like, the boys could like tickle her belly. But she wouldn't even have a treat or nothing, which is, if you've got a dog, if you've got any kind of pet, even the rats and the hamster, they love a treat. She just didn't even want a treat. So like, And then Stephen took her and got there, and the vet was like, there's just nothing that can be done. So yeah, so unfortunately she had to go to sleep, and that is what has happened. So yes, very, very, very sad. You lot know like how much we loved her, and if you've subscribed from the beginning, I don't know if any of you out there have, like you will have seen her for 7.5 years of her life. She always used to, when I used to do videos when I first started my YouTube channel, I used to edit videos, and I'd like be editing a video, even like something if I'd worked with a brand, and I'd be like, what's that? And Lucy would be like licking her privates in the background, like, or literally get the camera and she'd be there like licking her privates, and I'd be like, oh, for God's sake. That happened loads. Or like I'd be filming something, he'd just hear like clatter, 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 and she'd like walk round the house. But like she was the bestest, goodest dog. She got dressed up, you know, the kids would hug her and cuddle her, and you know, she was gorgeous. And when we first got her, we had like, you know, she's gonna be in like the crate thing at bedtime. She's never gonna come on our bed, and you lot know. If you saw that clip of her on the bed, that girl was on our bed for 13.5 years. The only time we managed to get her out was when we had newborn babies, and we managed to get her out for a few months, but she did not like it. But even like in the past couple of weeks, she didn't, you know, we actually made a bed for her downstairs because she didn't want to come and sleep on the bed. You might have seen on Instagram that I bought some little steps so she could climb on the bed, and she was like, no mom, no mom, I'm not getting on them steps. So there we go. So just thought I'd tell you, because, you know, you watch my videos and she's part of my life, and I know a lot of you are very fond of her. So yeah, it will get easier, and we've got the rats and we've got the hamster, and there's definitely going to be dogs in our future. Not imminently, because I think we need a bit of time to reflect. It's just things like when I did the school run, like before you go into the school run, you'd be like, see you later, Lucy. And then like I'd get back from the school run and I'd like go and find where she is and like check on her, or like going into the bedroom, she was always like asleep on the bed, or like when Stephen got home from work, she'd be like excited to see him for a tea. So it's just stuff like that is a bit weird, like you like there's just something missing. And obviously because Erin's been away, it's like it's been like a lot missing. So it will be fine. And I'm sure there are some non-dog people going, what is this woman doing? But it's the dog people get it, the pet people get it, you get it, don't you? So there we go. So a little bit different video, just thought I'd tell you, keep you updated, and then a normal service will resume in a few days. So thanks so much for all your support, and I'm sure lots of you will leave lovely comments, and I really appreciate that. And I'm sure lots of you have been through it before. So yeah, I love you lots, and I will see you.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way.